I have all the tools that you need to get ready for clay up here on the table, okay? I have the clay on the table, and I'm gonna show you from start to finish what you are going to be doing. So when you come in tomorrow, you can just go ahead and get started. All right, first of all, the clay will stick to the table. So you need to lay down a piece of canvas, and I have many, many of these, okay? Now the canvas moves on you, so the best thing I can tell you is to tuck it up in the desk, okay? All right, so this is your work area. Please don't use clay on the table because it'll stick to the table and then you'll have to peel it off and you won't be able to use it anyway, okay? The clay is in usually 2, 3, or 4 wedge pieces. This is reclaimed clay, and the clay is completely necessary to double bag clay, all right? I'm gonna have you put your projects in these smaller breakfast bags, so you're gonna have to use 2. I've been saving them all year for y'all, okay? And I'll show you that here at the end. All right, you are also going to need slip, and I'll have this ready for you. Slip is clay with extra water added, all right? It's like the glue that we use in ceramic. You're also going to need, get a spork, and I think that's really all you're gonna need for now, okay? Now this is reclaimed clay. Clay ingredients are alumina, silica, and water. So that is sand, okay? Basically sand, mud, and water, all right? And clay comes from certain regions in the United States. That's where we get ours, okay? There's a lot of clay that can be had in Mexico. You can dig up clay and you can, you guys don't experience it as much, but in Indiana we did. We had mud holes. Are you guys familiar with mud holes? Not so much here. Mud holes in most of the country, you can reach way down inside of them. It's where the water is collected and it started eroding the earth, and you can reach down in and get the clay. You can take that clay and you can mix it with sand and you can make your own clay. So the alumina, silica, and water. Now, not all of it works. Dirt from different regions of the world works better. The west, the southwest of the United States, the ground is conducive to making clay, and that's why pottery is so popular in the southwest, because it's part of the earth, okay? So this is reclaimed clay. I get clay in boxes, and when it dries out, I soak it in water, and then I put it out to dry, and then I wedge it all together and reclaim it, okay? It's a big process, and you'll see me doing it here this semester, right? So when you get your clay, you guys are going to need approximately a tennis ball size or baseball size piece of clay, all right? So you're gonna need 2 of these, but only get 1 to begin with. And whenever I'm not working in my clay, I cover it, all right? Air is the nemesis of clay. Alumina, silica, and water. Once you take all the water out of the clay, then you can't use it anymore. It's not plastic. So this clay right now is what we call plastic, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wedge your clay. This is called ram's head because when you push it down, you kind of get the shape of a ram's head. And so the reason you do this is to get all the bubbles out of it. If you have air bubbles in your clay, when I put it in the kiln, it could explode. And we'll talk more about the kiln and things like that. I'm gonna be teaching you as we go. I'm just gonna get you started here. So you wanna get all the air out of your clay. Ooh.
And drop it.
Well, I just wedged it real good, okay? All right, so I'm gonna be showing you the very most simple process, which is called a pinch pot, okay? So to get a pinch pot, you're gonna start off with a ball. And you're going to take your thumb and you're gonna press in the center of the clay, okay? You don't wanna go too far down, all right? Now, to get a pinch pot, do you see how I'm turning the clay and pinching?
People who are showing their belly button. Yeah, because it's inappropriate.
Okay, so do you see how I'm just churning the clay and I'm pinching? I'm pinching the clay into itself, okay? One of the mistakes people make when they do a pinch pot, they start doing this, and I'm pinching and pinching, and I'm making it go up. So you see that? Here's the biggest mistake that people make. They go like this.
Oh, like pull it?
Yeah. And then that's what happens, okay? Y'all are gonna do it because you wanna work quick. A pinch pot, it's a quick process, but you can't go too quickly. Now, now I just kind of ruined it, right? So if that happens, the clay is pretty plastic, Ram's head it back together, wedge it, and start over, okay? I'm only gonna teach you how to make one today. And when you punch down in the middle, you wanna make sure that you go right down the middle. And I'm having a little bit of difficulty because my thumb isn't working because I've been painting and putting in new floors at my house. And moving. So you're gonna keep working it around, okay? And it's a slow process. You're just gonna keep turning it. In ceramics class, we work on the wheel and the wheel turns the clay for us. And we just stick one hand in and we start pulling it up on the wheel. So you're gonna kind of mimic a wheel by turning it. And you're gonna keep on getting thinner and thinner. And then you're gonna get to the point where you're gonna start cleaning it up. And you can even come in here, and like I said, you can mimic the wheel and you can keep on turning your pinch pot and you can pull it up like this. And I'm gonna show you something. This is what we are making. Okay, so you're gonna make it a little bit bigger than that. So you're just gonna keep turning and pinching until you get it nice and thin, okay? Turn and pinch, turn and pinch, turn and pinch. And then you're gonna start cleaning it up. And tomorrow when you get here, I'm gonna get this along a little bit further and I'm gonna show you the next steps, okay? So you're gonna turn and pinch, turn and pinch. You're gonna make 2 of these, so they're gonna need to be pretty even, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 really quick. We're gonna make a pinch pot vessel, and we're also gonna make a pinch pot monster, and then you guys are gonna also make a coil pot, okay? What?
Nothing. Sorry.
Did you just have a thought?
Yeah. I was thinking of something funny to myself.
Is it shareable?
No.
Okay. I'm moving a little bit more quickly than I want you guys to work because I'm just trying to go quick demo. And I'm feeling air bubbles in my clay. I'm feeling stuff in my clay because what didn't I do enough of? Wedging. Wedging, okay? My clay is very plastic, and so if I mess something up, I can wedge it. So like I said, tomorrow, so I'm gonna make a top so I can just start cleaning this up. This clay is actually too wet, which is a great problem to have because we can let it dry. It's hard to put moisture back in, but we can let it dry out, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you're gonna make 2 of these. I'm gonna teach you how to score and slip, and you're gonna put them together. You're gonna make them round. I'm gonna show you how to make them round. Score and slip and put them together. I'm gonna show you how to make a lid, and then I'm gonna show you how to cut a vase, okay? So, I'm gonna show you now, I'm gonna show you how to put everything away, and then I'm gonna show you a video of someone else making one, because it's much quicker, okay? So, at the end of the period, what you're gonna need to do is put your pinch pot in a bag, and put it in another bag. And put it in your locker, okay? This bag has to be closed really tightly because if air gets to your pinch pot, it's going to dry out your clay. Here's another example. This is another little pinch pot that I made. They're slightly different, but kind of the same, okay? This one is glazed and this one is painted. So we're gonna get to the point where you have 2 pinch pots. So you're gonna double bag them both and put them in your locker. All right. I'm going to show you a video now where her pinch pot looks better. Okay. The one I show you tomorrow after I work on it today is going to look better. And I'll show you a little bit further in the process. So when you come in tomorrow, I'll get you a little bit further along. Okay. Then at the end of the hour, what I want you to do, after you put your clay in your locker, after you make sure that it's double bagged, and we have to double bag everything, but especially because these aren't good bags. Usually ceramics bags are a lot thicker, and so we want to make sure that we double bag everything, okay? And then you can gather up your clay bits and pour them into the slip container, because how I make slip, I take dry clay and then I just add water to it, okay? And I'm going to show you how to use that tomorrow. All right, and so you're just gonna return everything back up here, and please go ahead and fold up your canvas when you return it. And then you are going to grab a water bottle, they're over there on the table, and grab a rag and clean off your table. Before you do that though, when you wash your hands, we don't put any clay in the sink, because it will only clog up the sink. If I have 150 kids putting clay in the sink, can you imagine what would happen? So I am washing my hands. I have 3 buckets up here for you guys to wash your hands over. And then all that clay goes into the bucket. I also have these brushes, so you can get the clay out of your fingernails. And you guys will probably want to bring some lotion, okay? So make sure that anytime you have clay on your hands or you're washing anything, you're washing over the bucket, okay? Now go ahead. Now here's a suggestion. I just washed my hands, right? I have this paper towel. When you dry off your hands after you wash them with paper towel, is the paper towel clean? No. You just washed your hands. And you're drying off your hands with paper towel. Since I only like to use trees for paper to draw, I don't want to go through tons of paper towel. So doesn't it make sense to take that paper towel I just dried off my hands with to wipe my table? Okay? Let's be logical about it. So take that paper towel you just washed your hands with and wash off your table. Okay? Let's just get in the habit of doing that. Otherwise, we're going to have a trash can full of paper towel that we could have used to wash the table. I like the earth. I want it to be good for a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the video, and this is on Clever about making a pinch pot. So go ahead and turn yourself around so you can see.
Can I stop filming?
Yes, please.
All right, cool.